Afternoon. My name is Rispa. As well, you called me and I decided to come. It's so important to know who you are. And today we are going to discuss temperaments. Temperaments are so important to know who you are, to know your character, and to know what you can do better and what you cannot do. So today I'm going to start with what are temperaments. Temperaments are like characters, what you do most, and what can distinguish you from another person. We have 4 types of temperaments. Nani hana bairu ama mahali yaandike. We have 4 temperaments. One of the temperaments is sanguine, a sanguine. I will explain as we go on. 1 is a sanguine. 2, we have a phlegmatic. 3, we have a melancholic. And 4, we have cholerics. Today, let us just stick for sanguines. Sanguines are people with different characters, but to sum them up, they are excited people. Let's say just excited. They have several traits, they have several behaviors, and they are very different personalities from the characters I've mentioned before. One of the best character of sanguine, she's an outgoing person. Most of the ladies are suffering because you haven't known who you are and what you are doing with life. I am a sanguine personally. I am a sanguine, and I believe sanguines have a different lifestyle with other people. Ukitaka kujua kama wewe ni sanguine, kindly know what sanguines do. 1, sanguines make friends easily. If you can make a friend easily and you are to keep them, you are a sanguine. They talk to everyone. Their relationships are easy to deal with because they cannot be hawafinyiliangwi. Ukifinyilia sanguine anasema tu. Ukifinyilia sanguine atakwambia na atakasirika akwambie mimi hapo umenifanya vibaya. Also, sanguines are the best because next time to explain the other characters, but for sanguine, what they do, they don't get bored so fast like the others. They don't. Na hata akisikia ameboeka, she will try to speak to the people. They're extroverts. Juu kama ushaipatana na mtu hata kwa matatu, anakuforce uongee, hata kama huko unataka kuongea, she forces you to speak. That probably is a sanguine. Also, sanguines do not look for mistakes. They have a way of solving their own problems. Hawa blame mtu. They don't blame people for their problems. But do you know, the sanguine, if you have the sanguine temperament, you may often find it difficult to remain on task because they lose focus very fast. Kufika hapo watu wanajua mmejisoma na mnajua wewe ni nani na unaelewa wewe ni nani. If you are sanguine, you know. Up to there. If you have a sanguine temperament, there are some ways you can deal with this to improve relationships and work habits. While being a sanguine is likely the most fun and pleasurable temperament to be with. Sanguines ni wale watu outgoing, hawana stress. hawana kitu inawasumbua. I'm laughing because some things are happening here and I can see sanguines around me. I know who are sanguines. While being a sanguine she's very social, she's optimistic. Si wale watu wakusema ati haita happen. Sanguines think anything can happen. They are impulsive. Ni wale watu wanaingianga kwa soko, hakuwa na plan ya kununua hiyo kitu yenye amenunua, but because ameiona atabai tu. I know 3 sanguines now around here who I have met na socialize now. Those are the impulsive buyers. They excel in communication. Most people who work in media are probably sanguines because they excel in media. They can say anything, they are easy to do it, and they perform at their best. Also, they are pressure seeking. What do I mean with pressure seeking? Sanguine temperament people are always seeking out pressure. They are most likely to be pleasurable activities than those that are boring or required. Hatutakangi kuambiwa tufanye vitu. Labda tukijiambia tunafanya vitu zenye hata modo hata agika. live in the present. Like when we go to the other characters, we will see people who think of the future before they even finish the present. But for sanguines, they live in the present. And the people tend to exaggerate. Hata akiumia kidogo. For sanguines, even if they fall kidogo, they exaggerate everything. They need constant reassurance. I am with you, I'm going to be with you forever, I'm going to do it with you, I'm going to marry you. Sanguines need that reassurance. They don't live with kuambiwa, just wait, I'm going to tell you. And that's why we react to everything. They are very talkative, I'm one of them. I can talk over anything. I can say anything in front of people. Unfortunately, they are attention seekers. Na kama ushaipatana na attention seeker, anaweza kubore easily. They can make you angry, they can make you annoyed. That is a sanguine. A sanguine can be so attention seeking, mpaka unafika time anakubore. And if you're married to a sanguine, imagine chali akiwa na character ya seek attention. Afadhali hata ikuwe na demu. For a guy akiwa na hiyo character, mtasumbuana sana. Because he'll be trying everything but he doesn't see it as a normal thing. Utakuwa unajaribu kitu anataka yeye ndio akuwe ameanzisha hiyo kitu. They are very bad people. They are expressive. If you are a sanguine, it is easy to stand in front of people na uambie, this is me, this is what I do. They express their feelings when they are feeling sick. Akiachwa anaachika. Juu wengi si wale wa kuachika, characters mingi si za kuachika. So they are easy to express themselves. They have a sense of humor. Hutaboeka ukiwa na sanguine. I know several. Hutaboeka, including myself. They look for something to make you happy. They have a sense of humor. They don't say things. Yani they say things na hawajui hata wamekufurahisha. They forgive and forget. Oh, hallelujah. I am one of them. I forgive and forget. But it's not so common with other characters. They have high self-esteem. For sanguines, they have high self-esteem. Tumefika hapo pa kuandika. They have high self-esteem. They have intense emotions. What do I mean with intense emotion? Sanguine temperament. People feel emotions, are not afraid to show their emotions. However, they can cry. Living with a sanguine can be like living with an emotional roller coaster. Mwanaume mwenye anaishi na sanguine can cry over anything. They can be happy over anything. So it's like living in a roller coaster where everybody thinks, our sanguines wanafikiria they can do anything at any given time. How can you get help if you are a sanguine temperament? A therapist is a great option to get help in coping with your skills, bring balance to your life, and you be more successful if you are a parent to a child with a sanguine character. Ukiwa mzazi na unalea a sanguine, it is easy than raising the other characters because this child will be able to express themselves. Kwa hivyo utaweza kuongea na yeye na utaweza kumuelewa vizuri. So being a parent to a sanguine is not as difficult as we might find when dealing with other characters and raising other characters. Now, if you are a spouse or a partner to a person who has a sanguine character or temperament, you may experience challenges keeping their attention or meeting all their needs because they are hyper, they are all over. It might be difficult for you as a spouse or as a partner to meet all their needs. How can I do if I'm married to a sanguine or I'm a sanguine myself? You do couples retreats, you do couples therapy, or you understand on how the sanguine temperament is affecting your relationship. Finally, if a sanguine is misbehaving, don't judge them for misbehaving. Kindly know what makes them happy at what time. Kindly know what changes their emotions at what given time. When you know that, you are able to cope with them, you are able to raise to their bar, because there are people who cannot cope with people who makes noise all the time. But there are people who can stand in front of you and tell you, hapa unakosea, na hapa ukosei. I believe we have learned something. Na next time, tukipatana, at least we're going to be able to tackle the other temperaments, na tujue ni nani. But kufika hapo, sanguines mmejijua.
Yes.
Wewe kama sanguine umejijua venye unaweza cope na life yako. na umejua kenye unaweza badilisha ndio uweze kukaa na wale watu wengine. At least kuna vile leo hatujaenda bure. Next time pia tujifunze kitu fulani. I'm so thankful for your invite, and I'm sure you're going to invite me next time to expound on the other temperaments. Asanteni sana.
Karibu.